Again, it's in a way linked to the Ram Mandir inauguration that's going to happen later this month. In Karnataka, the police have arrested a person identified as Shrikant Pujari. He was booked for rioting in Hubli, which happened during the violence in the aftermath of the Babri Masjid demolition back in December of 1992. Now, at the ripe old age of 60, Shrikant Pujari has been arrested. He's been sent to judicial custody. The Chief Minister, Siddaramaiah, has said that an offender is an offender till he or she is acquitted by a court of law. The State Home Minister has also said that this was a routine arrest as part of a drive to clear pending cases, and this was as per a court order because Mr. Pujari had not honoured summons issued by the court. The police say they have taken up 37 cases that were pending for 30 years plus, among which one of it was related to the 1992 riots. The BJP, meanwhile, has accused the Congress of having an anti-Hindu agenda, claiming that it is scared and it is trying to scare Ram Bhaks ahead of the inauguration of the Ayodhya temple.
ಅಪರಾಧಿನೇ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಪರಾಧ ಅದು ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಇರ್ತದೆ. ನಾವು
ಈ ರೀತಿ ಹಳೆ ಕೇಸ್ಗಳಿರೋದು ಸರಿನಾ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ನೋಡಪ್ಪ, ಈ ಹಳೆ ಕೇಸ್ಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ನ್ಯಾಯ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಆಗಿದ್ರು ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಆ ಕಡೆ ಆದ್ರೆ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಪನಿಷ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಖುಲಾಸೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು.
ಈ ಹಿಂದೂ ವಿರೋಧಿ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ವಿರುದ್ಧ, ಈ ಹಿಂದೂ ವಿರೋಧಿ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯನವರ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ನಾವು ಹೋರಾಟನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ.
ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯನವರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ ನೀವು ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ? ನೀವೇನು ಮೊಘಲ್ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ನಡೆಸ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
All right, is this a clearly politically driven move to rake up a 30-year-old case and to arrest a car sevak for rioting just a few days before the inauguration of the Ram Temple? Prashant GS is spokesperson of the BJP. Kamru Chaudhary is a political analyst. Prashant GS, you heard what the Chief Minister said, that an offender is an offender till a court of law acquits him or her. In the case of Mr. Shrikant Pujari, the government and the police were acting basis a court order that Mr. Pujari had not honoured a summons that was issued to him not once or twice but 3 times. This is the government's defence.
Zaka, Siddaramaiah is doing what he does best, cherry picking of cases. Because when the matter relates to PFI people who indulge in terrorist activities, they want to forthwith release PFI people. DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah themselves want to voluntarily release them. DK Shivakumar writes letters saying we want to release PFI activists, and then our Home Minister Parameshwara refuses to call a person who was caught with RDX in a terror plot as accused. He does not even call them as terrorists. He says they've been caught, they may be accused. Why should we even talk? So this is completely anti-Hindu mindset. They're anti-Ram, they're anti-Ram Mandir, and they're only doing this for appeasement and nothing else. Because what now justifies this timing to say that they're digging up old cases and the only one they found was one belonging to Kar Sevak and nothing about PFI? And recently a Jain monk was murdered. They will not go about it.
Mr. Kamru Chaudhary, please respond. I believe between 2013 and 2018, when Siddaramaiah was Chief Minister, there were about 200 cases against PFI members, many of whom the case was closed or they were pardoned, basis, of course, instructions from the government as has been perceived or as has been alleged by the BJP. But when it comes to car sevaks, you are using a different yardstick. You are cherry picking. That's the allegation from the BJP.
Naka, I believe you are a journalist old enough to understand how the legal system of this country works. Even our Punjab president Navjot Sidhu went to jail on a very old case. Judgment came some 20-30 years afterwards. But in this particular case of Karnataka, my friend here from the BJP is not aware that as on May 2022, there were around 21.4 lakh cases pending, out of which 18.9 lakh were pending in the lower courts and 2.5 lakhs in the high court. Even
No,
his,
leave the
our
statistics
country's home
aside. Now
minister
talk
on the
about the
floor of the
issue.
parliament.
We don't want
Please,
numbers here.
please,
Don't give me
please.
numbers.
Yeah,
Mr.
Prashant, one
Chaudhary.
second.
Talk
Prashant,
about
one
the
second,
issue.
one second. Let
Please
him finish.
don't
Let him
get
finish. Yeah.
don't get so rattled that you don't have a reply on this. Even the home minister of the country on the floor of the parliament, he said that all these pendency cases needs to be cleared up. So we are bringing in the 3 criminal laws. Now, what's wrong in the government of Karnataka ordering the pendency cases to be cleared as soon as possible?
No, no,
It is
but
not a
Mr.
cherry picking
Chaudhary,
with
the
regards to this
allegation
case.
is how come you have woken up to this case of rioting from 30 years ago, 20 days before the inauguration of the Ram temple? Surely court
I believe-
summons had to be honored even before.
Zaka, I believe you must have taken a legal opinion before getting into this debate tonight, because the simple point is that once an FIR has been registered, it needs to be squashed by a court. Now, if the person has been summoned by the court, he is not appearing repeatedly, then he needs to be arrested. This is not the only case that is happening. It's the habit of the BJP to cherry pick this particular case and say that the Congress party is against the Ram Bhaks and all these things. But if you
GS Prashant, you know, the Hubli police have put out these details as well just some time back. The Hubli police are saying that Mr. Pujari is wanted for multiple cases, 16 cases, I believe, not just one. One of those cases is related to the 1992 riots after the Babri Masjid demolition. 8 cases relating to illegal sale of liquor. 1 case relating to illegal gambling. So surely, why is the BJP going out on a limb fighting for a criminal?
Zaka, we are not here to support anybody who has broken the law of the land. In BJP, we don't ever do that. Unlike Congress, they refused to even file FIRs in the case of DJLD, KJLD riots. They could not even protect their own Congress MLA. They knew who the rioters were. They sided with the accused and they gave their versions. So therefore, it is not about BJP siding with the criminal. What we are saying is the cherry picking by Siddaramaiah government. They were in power from 2013 to 2018 and 2019 as well. Which means that at that point in time, was there a total intelligence failure to track one Shrikant Poojari then? They have Karnataka government and Siddaramaiah, DK Shivakumar woken up now to say that this case has to be brought out now, which is why your timing is suspect and the intent is even more suspect. Because
Prashant,
we know Congress is a party which said Lord Ram is fictional.
Okay.
Congress is a party which said Lord Ram is fictional. So what more can you expect from people who despise Lord Ram and want to appease a particular community at any cost?
Okay,
this is what we get.
Kamru Chaudhary, again it comes back to this selective amnesia. When it comes to PFI members, you don't want to act or you're seemingly pardoning them. That's the allegation from the BJP. Mr. Prashant also referred to the Jain monk who was killed in broad daylight. I believe that some of the accused in that case are still out at large. So the point is that why are you digging up old cases from 30 years ago, that too selectively, when there are far graver crimes that have happened just in the last 6 months since the Siddaramaiah government came to power?
No, I doubt if this particular case has been singled out selectively, because the entire order that has come out from the CMO office is track all those old cases and dispose them off as soon as possible. So this particular guy, unfortunately, from the right-wing ecosystem, seems to be caught up in this case. Like the same case, the police took 2 months to track the 3 BJP IT cell members in the rape case of the BHU. So
what about the Rajasthan rape case where the minister was accused, Congress MLA was accused?
Worst part is that the Bharatiya Janata Party will try to support these criminals who you just now read have been accused of so many cases, 16 cases against him. Do you want these criminals to roam about freely in the society? And why should the BJP friend from here?
All right, I'm afraid we'll have to leave it at that.